Hello. I almost hit I almost hit end stream instead of unmuting my mic for some reason. I forgot a lot of things. I forgot to set up VC face. I forgot that I need to do something in game super quick. So I'm doing that right now. And the worst part about it is I'm like, you know, what do I want to do for it? You know, like I'm like, actually I could do this, I could do that. I'm just looking at stuff real quick. Is let me set this up. You guys might hear badoongs. If you hear badoongs, it's not your badoongs, it's my badoongs. Thank you. Oh, Psyche Siren. How's it going? Thank you for the follow. Let me just put that real quick just in case. I'm setting stuff up right now, so you caught me a little bit with my pants down, which is completely fine. Ugh. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing having a fantastic day. We're setting up my webcam, hopefully. This computer hates webcams. We're gonna do some MPW, which is like a wrestling thing. Gonna lurk and grab some dinner, but had to stop and fall. Thank you so much. Hope dinner is fantastic. Yeah, we do a wrestling thing with some streamer friends. Like we make characters based off our streamer friends and some other characters. And I think this is probably one of the better streams to lurk on for sure because I don't talk to chat as much as I would normally. So it's not like you're missing too much interaction. So it's perfect to just sit back and munch. What is this being blocked by? A beard? Fucking hell. You can't have a beard with this clothing option? Okay. What is this? Is that interesting? I think this also blocked by the beard? Blocked by the hair. This is so random. No, I want... There's a specific thing I'm trying to do. I forgot I wanted to do something before this stream, and so now I'm scrambling to get it done, but there's like a specific thing I want. And now that's actually not terrible. Okay, we'll put that one in the back pocket. I'm changing an attire of a person. Hello, T. Fucking Little Red Riding Hood looking ass thing. You guys can't see it because I don't want it spoilers, but I completely forgot to do this before stream, so I'm kind of just looking through the clothing option. I think this one's gonna be the best one we can go for. And I think we're gonna go for that one. How you doing, T? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm gonna do this one. And then we'll do... Okay. It looks a little goofy, but what is MPW if not just a little bit goofy? And then we have to edit these. Let's take this one. Lighten it up just a little bit. Lighten up. Yeah, that's perfect. Change these. I could have sworn I did this off stream before stream, and then apparently I didn't, so. Is it WWE screwing me over like usual? Maybe, but we never know. Okay. If I take that, copy that over, and we're just gonna pray that this is the right copy of the character that I'm editing over. If not, it's not a big deal, but it'll be annoying. Okay. Oop. Oop. And then that should be the big thing that I need to do, and then we'll just set up the things and get all the matches in. But how's everybody doing? Are you guys excited? I'm excited. We're gonna have some pretty decent matches, I think. Some fun story going on. Hopefully it's not too boring, too cringe, but it's gonna be rough if you're watching my stream and you don't want boring or cringe. You're being a pirate, so you're gonna be lurking. Fair enough. I was saying earlier, I was saying to Psyche Siren. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I'm very bad at reading. I was saying this is kind of like the perfect one to chill and vibe to. Awesome. And then, all right, let's set up the show, and then we'll get going. Unless you want to, of course, bet some points. Then you want to stay very, very focused on what's going on. All right. We're going to edit up some matches. Okay, and then that's good. And then, oh, I also need... That's my badoongs, not your badoongs. I need to get our mod up. And then... Set up this match. Also, I think I need to go back and check something. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. And then... this is the match we're going to have to double check before doing it, because it's our open weight championship match, and this game doesn't like falls count anywhere for some reason. And I gotta make sure to give Shmeeps the title back. I love looking at the very first Icon Division Championship design that I have in game that I don't think I've shown off, because it is like so drastically different to the to the one that we have now, or the first one. So it's really funny. I just look at it every once in a while. I go, that was legitimately my first attempt. Okay. All right, we should be able to get into it now. Ugh. I gotta think of an idea for a tag title, because we've been thinking about doing tag titles soon. I gotta think of a design for that. Unfortunately, you can't have, like, the tag titles have to look the same. I would love it if we could make, like, one title look completely different from the other one, just because I feel like asynchronous titles look interesting for a tag thing, and I don't think it's really been done before other than when they had 2 sets of tag titles in WWE. But let's get into the first match of the night. Hopefully everything is working well, and if any of the audio is wrong, please feel free to tell me. I'm gonna double check that all of my channels are open. Yep. Okay. Okay, guys, let's get into it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight we are going to start off with Idol Division number 1 Contenders Tournament action. Someone that is very, very familiar with the Idol Division Championship, it is Rocky, going to be starting us off in our opening match. First fall to a finish. Rocky, a multi-time champion, hasn't been seen in the Idol Division Championship conversation in a while, hasn't been able to get to that point, get to those matches. Rocky has beat the likes of Glitchy, Draven, has beaten everybody up on the mountain, the top of the mountain that is the MPW Idol Division, one of the most competitive, if not the most competitive division in MPW. Can Rocky prove it once again that they are able to climb that mountain and be able to sit on that pot of gold, on that hill of gold at the top of the mountain, grab that brass ring? I mean, if someone has the mentality of a champion, I would say Rocky is definitely one of them. Rocky is one of those people that have the tenacity, have the drive, have the aggression to be champion in MPW, and we've seen it multiple times as they've held multiple championships. But can they do it again? You know, there's something to be said about not having to prove yourself after a while, but in this kind of industry, in this business, you have to continuously prove that you deserve to be here, because as time goes on, you know, you start to break down, you start to wear down, people question, are you still good enough? So having to prove yourself is a constant in this business, and someone that is constantly trying to prove themselves in MPW's own Bunny Bean Usaino, looking to get their first ever Idol Division championship, first ever championship in MPW, period. Looking to finally join that lineage, that historic line of idols to enter MPW and hold on to that Idol Division championship and join that list of champions for the ages. I mean, Usaino is one of the most durable contenders we've seen. They may not be able to pull out, they may have not been able to pull out some championship victories, but they have fought against adversity since stepping between these ropes at the very beginning of MPW. Can they go up against adversity again, take down the ginormous task that is taking down Rocky, prove themselves worthy, and move on in this tournament to get the Idol Division Championship? Rocky straight out the gate going for the sliding knee. Gets blocked by Usaino, but Usaino does not capitalize off of it. And Rocky's going to move Usaino to the ropes. What could they be looking for here to just hang them dry off the ropes? Using their surroundings. Usaino has proven time and time again that they're able to, when it matters, they're able to take out the win, or I should say, they're able to take down people that some would say on paper are much stronger than them, have much better wrestling prowess and abilities, but when it matters the most, it doesn't seem like Usaino's able to put in that work. A punch from across the ring from Rocky. So can Usaino prove it today that when it comes down to brass tacks, they are able to pull out the win and they're able to get that big win to put them over the edge? Because it doesn't matter how many times you win if you can't pick up the championship. Usaino, double stomp, clipping the arm and chest of Rocky, and now going to go off the ropes. Backflip, didn't quite have it calculated, and Rocky slapped Usaino for their troubles. Rocky scoop slam, planting Usaino onto the canvas. And so far it has been all Rocky. It looks like Rocky's playing with their food off the ropes. Cross body onto the floor to hook the leg early on in this match. A 2 count already. If Usaino wants any chance in this tournament, they have to pull out something big. They have to pull out every opportunity. They have to take every opportunity they can get and pull out everything in their arsenal. Bumps the ref. Sends Rocky directly into our official. Ooh! Short-ass brainbuster to Rocky. Like I said, you have to pull out anything in your arsenal. Some things they won't even expect. That looked deadly and dangerous. Just dumping Rocky on their neck and head. Sling blade rolled through and continuing to target that noggin of Rocky. The dome, if you will. Rocky rolls out of the ring trying to get some space, but Usaino not allowing it. Looks like Usaino might have landed on their tailbone, but also Rocky cushioning their fall on the floor. We talk about a lot of moments in MPW. What is something that shocked the world, you know, history-defining moments, and I feel like Usaino defined their career when they came into MPW, their first ever match up against GlitchyBasturds, the behemoth, one of the biggest wrestlers size-wise and strength-wise in MPW. And they were able to defeat the odds, the Goliath German suplex. The Goliath was slain by Usaino that day. And that moment solidified their career. Oh my god, pop-up side suplex. Kick out at 1, though, by Usaino. And Usaino has been battling people bigger than them since the beginning. Can they do it again here and beat Rocky? Reversal basement dropkick. Rocky got out of the way. Pele kick by Usaino. Catching Rocky off guard. Usaino thinking of something in the corner, but wanting to make sure Rocky stays down. Maybe thinking against it. Hesitation will cost you matches. What could Usaino be thinking? Maybe Usaino's playing with their food this time. But you can't be playing with someone like Rocky. Rolls through. This time capitalizes on it. But the momentum is short-lived as Rocky Saito suplex or sidewalk something slam. And now Rocky's gonna meet Usaino on the other side of the ring on the outside. Referee, our official's gonna start the count. Of course, they have till 10 before getting back into the ring, and Rocky knows this and is gonna take their sweet time wearing down Usaino with a submission hold on the outside. Of course, the referee's discretion on how fast the count is gonna go. Referee says let them fight on the outside. Usaino gets out, but the referee also making sure that they're aware that they gotta get into the ring if they want to win this match. Drops the knees back, handspring into the knees as well onto the floor. Rocky looking to deal as much punishment. Atomic drop into a splash across body on the floor. Dealing as much damage, but you don't want to spend too much time on the outside. Electric chair drop position connects with Usaino. Back of the head nearly bouncing off the barricade. Maybe Usaino. 8 count. Usaino might be looking for a count-out victory, but Rocky swiftly making it back in before the 9 count, and Usaino wasn't paying attention. Lost and found for Rocky. The hubris, no! Usaino gets the shoulder up, barely keeping their dreams alive. The hubris nearly taking Usaino. Usaino's gonna do something big to put away Rocky down the rabbit hole. Pulls the leg away from the ropes. 1, 2. Rocky with a solid kick out at 2. Rocky showing no signs of giving up. Usaino trying to pick up some steam in the corner. Chop blocked. And a couple slaps being traded between these two. Sling blade rolls through into another drop kick. Rocky sits back up. Usaino this time connects with the inverted DDT off the ropes. Gonna slow it down, target the back of Rocky. Usaino looks a little bit lost of what they want to do here. Usaino picking up Rocky again for a suplex, a little bit of a stalling suplex. And a knee strike to the temple. Speaking of to the temple, Usaino going to the corner for a bunny hopping Pele kick. Clipping the jaw and forehead of Rocky to put away the dragon. Kick at it 2 again. Usaino has put almost everything they've got into this facebuster. A weak facebuster. Rocky's back up first, though. That might have been all they wrote for Usaino, just bashing Usaino in the head. Rocky showing the stamina that they have over Usaino. Twisting the arm. The vitality of Rocky. Usaino snapmare. Off the ropes and targeting that side of the head again. Any one of those shots could knock Rocky out. Any one of those could concuss Rocky. But Rocky stands strong. Elbow drop rolls through, though. Nobody home on that interaction. Drop kicks the legs out right from under him. And a bunny stomp from the top rope to put away Rocky. 1, 2. No! Everything in the kitchen sink is being thrown at Rocky. Usaino puts one more through the dragon splash. Full running knee strike. Rocky up top. Elbow drop. Nobody's home. Usaino says, bring it. And it is being brung by Rocky. Tree of Woe. A devastating, dangerous position to be in. You got nowhere to go, hung up in the ropes. Rocky is one big move away from taking this. Usaino looks out of it. But even though Usaino continues to fight on, world's fluffiest slam. Chops blocked. And the smacks being traded between Rocky and Usaino. Rocky once again comes out on top. Holy crap. Tosses Usaino in the air just to kick the back of their head. Rocky, I think Rocky's looking to put an end of it. Lost and found, a little bit close to the ropes though. And Rocky, pulls it though. That might be it, too. Oh, rope break right as I said it. I said it a little bit too close to the ropes. We thought Usaino was completely out of it. And now Rocky biting at the fingies of Usaino. Usaino keeps this match alive with the rope break. And Rocky just targeting the fingers of Usaino. Chowing down on some digits. Roll up though. Can Usaino take it? Under the nose of Rocky. No. Usaino nearly snagging the win. Oh my god. Sent into orbit. 1, 2, 3. Rocky backhands Usaino into orbit. And we'll move on for the Idol Division #1 contender tournament. A valiant effort by Usaino, but Rocky barely pulling it over MPW's own Bunny Bean, and I know that the champion, the Shogunate herself, Rize, is going to be watching this tournament from the back incredibly closely to see who will be her #1 contender. And if I'm Rize, I'm going to be worried if Rocky makes it all the way to the end. We will, I would say we're going to be moving to our next match, but actually I'm getting word from the back that we are going to be seeing a rare look at the backstage area of MPW. I'll see you guys when we get there. Dude, that was crazy. That match was crazy. I thought Usaino had it when they grabbed the ropes. As it go on Flair? When they grabbed the ropes, I'm like, oh, Usaino's gonna come up and have it. But it almost worked out even better. Whereas like, it really kept Usaino feeling strong, but not but giving Rocky the win, but keeping Usaino strong. How you doing, Flair? How you doing? Okay, we're gonna go into something a little bit different. We're gonna go backstage of MPW. We're backstage at MPW as Garreth Unported is making his way in, and we're going to see a conversation between Emrys and Garreth. They've been at odds since Garreth is no longer able to challenge for the championship, as we'll move on to our next match of the night. An interesting look into the relationships in the backstage area between our professional wrestlers. We'll move on to our next match. Okay, now we're gonna set up for the next match. I need to sow the seeds that Emrys and Garreth, they're not on good terms. You know, they're not on good terms. We gotta sow the seeds, and we're gonna have a really long entrance to talk about that. Because this game doesn't have really any good cutscenes. I saw that one when I was looking for the cutscene for T and Draven's match. And I was like, oh, that could be used. I don't really know how to commentate that, because it's like I'm trying to explain what's going on, but I don't know if I need to over-explain it. Alright, let's get into the second match of the night. Yeah, okay, fuck it, whatever. No one will care. I knew I didn't set this up correctly for one character. It's like a minor change, but like, it's not that big of a deal. But I was like, oh, it's fine. I changed it, and then the game showed me that it changed it, and it worked. And then when I put into the match, it shows that it's not, and I can't back out when I select the match, so I have to go through the whole thing. So I'm like, we're not gonna go through the whole thing. Okay, let's get into it. All right, back into action. The Icon division needs a #1 contender, much like the Idol division. So we're going to be looking for a #1 contender in this tournament. And if I am Zarataro, the Icon division champion, I'm going to be very worried about this competitor. Both champions having competitors very dangerous to start off their tournaments. This is objectively, arguably, questionably a bear. Coming off of a big win against TheSleepyPengu, the bear will be challenging for the #1 contendership, part of the coalition of humans against treachery, led by BA Tycho, looking to bring that championship into their court. And of course, earlier we just saw Garreth Unported talking with Emrys Morgana backstage. Garreth Unported seemingly being excommunicated from his very own team, Team Wizard King. We'll have to find out more as we go along, but Garreth Unported, of course, because of the 4 members of the coalition, the Bear, Greg, Blueness, and BA Tycho, Garreth Unported is no longer eligible to challenge for the MPW Icon Division Championship for the rest of the season, which, I mean, could very well be the reasoning that Emrys Morgana and Merlin no longer want him around. They no longer see use for Garreth Unported, but that's purely speculation. What's not speculation is that this guy is definitely, potentially, questionably a bear. And he is going to be going one-on-one, or they're going to be going one-on-one against another icon in the division. Winner moves on in the tournament. And if anybody going into this match, I don't know if anybody can have a plan. How do you plan to go up against a bear? You know, how do you compartmentalize going up against a wild animal? I mean, he's obviously been trained in multiple martial arts, but I think that just makes the situation even worse. The only person that seems to be able to get to the bear, or talk to the bear, are the coalition. The bear has a very interesting relationship with one of the members, Greg. They seem to be very good friends, but not much else is known about the bear. We don't know where he came from. We don't know if they're Siberian. We don't know if they're, like, they train in the mountains, they train in the lakes. We also don't really know if it is a bear. But that's also just pure speculation, because it looks like a bear. One of the most dominant competitors we've had so far. Definitely the coalition has turned the Icon division completely on up on its side, introducing the likes of the Bear, Greg, and Blueness to each division. And they seem like they're potentially looking to completely take over MPW. I talked about plans. I talked about who would have a plan to go up against a bear, and you know, I said nobody possibly could, but if I had to pick one person in the MPW Icon division backstage to have a plan, to know exactly what to do when going up against a bear, I would say Flair knows how to take out a bear, bars. But FlairZero, we've talked about this before, we talk about at one point in Flair's career, did he finally snap? Did he stop going in, being methodical, going in? He's become more loosey-goosey, and I feel like this might be the defining moment in Flair's career. If Flair can beat a bear, Will that prove to everyone that this is a completely new type of Flair? An unpredictable animal. An uncaged animal like a bear. Can Flair take out a bear? Or will he have zero chance? This is for a shot. This is for the tournament for a shot at the Icon Division Championship. Flair still, neither of these two have held a championship in their career in MPW. Flair has been pining, has been looking for that Icon Division Championship forever, and it seems like coming into Season 2, Flair might be ready for it. Through all of Season 1, Flair was unable to pick up that Icon Division Championship, but in Season 2, might just be Flair's season. Straight out of the gate with a flying knee strike blocked by Flair, and Flair immediately dismantling the bear. And a double stomp. When it comes to pure size and muscle mass, the bear has Flair beat, but Flair has the tenacity, the mindset, the knowledge that is of humans. This is humans versus nature. Double axe handle to the head of the bear. Chopping the bear's chest, trying to light him up. And a super kick from the bear. This bear nearly super kicked everyone out of the 30-person Battle Royal in Season 1, nearly winning an Icon Division opportunity. Now Flair targeting the paws of the bear. Targeting his bare hands. Working over the arm, knowing that's where a lot of this bear's power comes from. It's punching strength. And also its jaws. Likes to bite people a lot, but the squeezing bear hug. Another double axe handle crowning the bear. Flair's gonna meet the bear outside before he can even roll out of it. Powerbomb position to the floor from the bear. Concrete meets fur. The bear colliding with the floor, and Flair. It has been all Flair this match. Saito suplex, dumping him on his neck and shoulders. Double stomp. The bear and Flair have a stare down. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. The bear grabbing and bouncing Flair's head off his knee. Rolls through. Looking for an enziguri, but got caught by the bear. The bear, undoubtedly the powerhouse of the coalition. That headbutt. And a leg lariat nearly taking Flair's head right off his shoulders. Flair's back up. Ooh, below zero! Below zero this early into the matchup! Flair, 2! No! FlairZero! Nearly just outsmarted a bear, and that's not your average bear running knee strike! And the bear now targeting the gut with his head. Attacking the sternum, the headbutts. They say nobody wins in a headbutt, but the bear seems to be losing it. After that below zero, the bear, that just triggered something in the bear. And it is an all-out mauling for Flair. Punches to the gut and face. That one rocked Flair up against the ropes. Sending him off those, bumps him. And the bear now kicks to the face. It looks like Flair might have just pissed him off. Headbutt again. We've seen a lot of things in MPW, but have we seen a bear fly? Oh my god, just stepping on a Flair. Flair kip ups, but the bear is just in control. Bear hug. No, Flair's not allowing it. German suplex. Bear's back up. Spine buster. Bear hug, spine buster to FlairZero. Kick out at 2. Flair rolling to the outside. The Bear's gonna meet him. On the outside. Oh my god! It's diving single leg kick and landing on his feet. We talk about cats always landing on their feet, but so do bears. And a clothesline! Flair's head nearly being detached 2 times in this match. I think the Bear might just be playing with him at this point. FlairZero might be completely out of it. I never want to count out anybody in the match. Headbutt busts Flair open, but I think Flair might be done for. Wait, just as I say that, the Bear thought so too! Back body drop! Flair kip up, maybe playing possum. Maybe the blood dripping out of his nose woke him up. Forearm. FlairZero double stomp. Kick down. And now Flair in control. Going back up top. Elbow drop. Going to cover the Bear for the win. Kick out at 2. Flair was hoping that would have been 3, but nowhere close. And Flair's going to take his time on the outside. Double stomp again. Trying to void the lungs of the Bear from air. Ducks the punch this time. Gets him with one of his own and a sleeper hold to the Bear. Of course, you cannot win on the outside by submission. But you can wear down your opponent. Wearing the Bear, cutting off the circulation, the breathing of the Bear as the Bear is just flailing. The Bear might be knocked out. If the Bear gets knocked out, there's nothing for him. The ref's got to call it. No! The Bear nearly suffocated by Flair as we get to the 4-count leg lariat. A target. What the hell was that? I think we're going to have to contact HR about that one. Flair gets back up. 5 or 6 count. They got to get back into the ring, and Flair knows this. Rolling the Bear through the ropes. Ooh, ducks the Bear's grab. Bear ducks him. It's whoever can get the first hit off. Bear hug. Barely cinched in, but Flair is just getting squeezed. He can't lift up Flair, but Flair's got nowhere to go. He's got to break out of it if he wants a chance at winning this matchup. There he goes. Claps the Bear. Running Bulldog. The busted nose of Flair just dripping blood. Below 0, no. Power slam. And the Bear is looking to put Flair away, 2. Kick out at 2. And the Bear thought he had that one. The Bear backing up and mauling Flair. Somebody get him off of him. He's mauling FlairZero. We are seeing a Bear maul him. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Flair is dying. The Bear wiping his mouth. Looking to end it. No, elbow. Below 0, no, caught again. Clothesline. Flair is going to have a concussion when he wakes up in the morning. Rolls through. Drop kick. So back and forth. Ooh, kicked. Head kick. Judo toss. And Flair in control. The momentum pendulum swung to his side. Below 0. But Flair is so damaged. So worn. Can he crawl? Can he crawl to the Bear for the cover? And the Bear super close to the ropes. 1, 2, 3. But the Bear was completely knocked out. FlairZero, bloody and all, picks up a win and will move on in the #1 contenders tournament. My God, or should I say, actually, I'm being told in my earpiece right now that FlairZero has actually made it to the #1 contenders. May I correct that? Made it to the #1 contenders match. As the #1 contenders match will be contested in a triple threat, so we will have 3 matches to determine the 3 contenders. So FlairZero has made it to the #1 contenders match. Who will join him? As we will move on to our next Icon Division #1 contenders match. Who will join him? We will see. I'm doing a little bit differently than the idols, so I forgot. It's not a Flair match if I don't bleed. Exactly. You were constantly being bloodied. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Damn, that was a little touch and go for a bit. That was a little touch and go. That one was a really good one. I was very, very there's points there that I thought maybe the bear was gonna pick up the win, especially when like the momentum. I love the point in the match where it was just like the bear was just beating the shit out of Flair the entire time, and then like Flair like the bear's beating his chest when Flair kips up, and it's like that was the shift, I feel like, where it was like, oh, Flair's completely out of it, you know, it's over, and then Flair like wakes up, gets back into it. It was very, very good. All right. Let's move on to our 3rd match of the night. It is time for our semi-main event of the evening and our 2nd Icon Division #1 contenders tournament match. Who will earn their spot in the Icon Division #1 contendership 3-way? And I was talking about this man a little bit in the previous matchup, but someone that the bear knows well, and someone that seems to have a very interesting relationship with the bear, Greg. Greg had an impressive, dare I say, upset victory against Angel. And now Greg, the 2nd member of the coalition in this tournament, looking to solidify his position in the #1 contenders match. Can the coalition bring home a championship by the next Premium Live event? We'll have to see, but I would not be counting out Greg. Taking out a 2-time openweight champion. Definitely the underdog going into that match. Can Greg pull out a victory here? I was talking about the bear not being known, but very little is known about Greg, the ominous Greg. Very little is known about him. All I know is he showed up one match he was not sanctioned for, and then got hired with the coalition, and that is how he earned himself a contract in the coalition. Earned a contract in MPW, excuse me. And his opponent, coming off of a win himself against Tabby Cat, MerlinGTB, once again coming out alone. We saw his partner and protege, or maybe former partner and protege, Garreth Unported, backstage earlier tonight. Usually these guys are inseparable, Garreth and Merlin, but it seems like for the past couple of weeks, Garreth is nowhere to be seen, and the duo of the Wizard King seem to be separate, maybe having some lovers quarrel, who knows, but if I'm Greg, I'm happy about it. Knowing that Garreth ain't in his corner means that he can't get to some shenanigans, but you'll see Merlin try to get some shenanigans, looking for a count-out victory or something. Merlin and Garreth have looked across the ring recently with each other, against each other, as Greg and Merlin have looked across the ring at each other recently, as Greg and Merlin battled it out in war games, being part of opposite teams. Greg part of the coalition against coalition of humans against treachery. Merlin being part of the MPW 4, and Garrett's team of course, if you guys saw that show, picked up the win, forcing Garreth Unported to no longer be eligible for the Icon Division Championship for the rest of the season. Merlin, jackknife powerbomb. As we're going to start out with a little back and forth, and honestly, you know, Greg is an impressive talent. You know, he's a dark horse when it comes to in-ring ability. You never really know what to expect from him. But something that I can say is incredibly impressive. Jeez. Ripcord, clothesline, flipping Merlin inside out. The thing you can say that is impressive about him that no other competitor in MPW has ever accomplished is he wrestles in jeans. Oh my god, riding Merlin like a surfboard. Using his hands like motorcycle handles. And now working over Merlin's arms. Pulling at the fingers. You could easily dislocate a phalange. And the crowd chanting, break his fingers. They want blood. Merlin is not a fan favorite when it comes to the crowd, and the crowd is letting him know it. Greg off the ropes. Ooh, just soccer kick. Greg going for the cover. Kick out of 2. It has been all Greg up until this point now. Since Greg has grabbed the momentum. As I say it, though, commentators curse as per usual. Merlin grabbing the back of the head of Greg. And it's going to get him up against those ropes. Off the ropes. Bumps him. And the rights and lefts from Merlin. Ooh, into the rib. Knees into the ribs. And a discus punch to Greg. Taking the big man off his feet. You know, usually when you think of big men, you think of Merlin, but Greg has him in height. Maybe not in strength. Ooh, that's going to do some damage. That could shatter Merlin's elbow as he crashes to the floor with that elbow drop. 2 count. Tosses Greg by the neck. Kip up. And Greg's going to use this time on the outside to his advantage. Grabbing Merlin into the barricade and just dropping him on top of it. Kick to the side of the head. His face rippling with the impact. 5 count. Though Greg and Merlin both want to make sure they keep track of the count. Neither one wants to lose by disqualification. Merlin has faced Greg many a times. He's faced Greg in a tag team match. Faced him in War Games. And it's never a clear-cut who's going to come out on top. Ooh, running shoulder tackle busting through Greg. And now Merlin is going to start showing off that toxicity of Merlin, that cockiness. Merlin likes to spout some nonsense in the ring to his opponent, try to get into their head. And that's exactly what he's doing here. Greg, kick out at 1. You can see the frustration on Merlin's face. The anger, Yakuza kick! Yakuza kick from Merlin to Greg. Knocking him straight back down to the canvas. And he won't stay up for long. Merlin going up top. Could we be seeing a magic missile coming Greg's way? Magic missile drop kick to put Greg away, the second coalition member to be defeated tonight. No, kick out at 2, and I talk about the frustration. This time more obvious, pop-up punch from Merlin. The anger dripping off Merlin like the sweat from these two. Forearm, forearm, forearm. Into the Gregening. The Gregening flipping Merlin around into the center of the ring. The Gregening busting Merlin open. Ooh, headbutt. I don't know if I would do that, Merlin. With that busted open, it looks like Merlin. Jesus. Trying to get some blood through the mask. Hitting him with the good side. Sends Greg into the corner and now busting Greg under the mask. Don't ask me how I know. And now just elbows to the jaw. Definitely looks like Greg is pissed off Merlin. A lot stiffer shots. Merlin going back up top once again. This time in the match, that elbow drop. This time he connects with it. For another time, Merlin's going to keep the high rent district in his thoughts. And a splash to Greg. Hooks the leg. Heavy incline on that hook. Gets the shoulder up, though. And Merlin, like a shark, smelling blood in the water. Seeing stars. Greg is out of it. Yes, he is. Merlin's going to meet Flair in the triple threat match. That is 0 for 2 for the Coalition tonight. MerlinGTB will move on and meet Flair in the triple threat. Who will be the third man to enter that matchup? Will we see any more Coalition members? Or will that be all as we will move on to our main event of the night? An open weight championship match. Shmeeps will be defending the open weight championship next. I would say that the outcome makes sense, but also Greg beat Angel, so you can't really ever truly know. Alright, that's good, that's good, that's good. Yep, falls count anywhere. Okay, let's hope that it all works out. Very red, yeah, very bloody tonight. Alright. I still call bullshit on that loss. It's down to the code, Angel. It's kind of bullshit. Down to the code. Because I tell you, I tell you this not. This is how I say, like, overalls definitely matter in this wrestling game, but Greg had the lowest overall in the entire roster, one of the lowest overalls you can have in the game, and still won. So that's when I say, like, overalls don't matter in this game sometimes. All right, let's get into it. It is time for the main event of the evening. The MPW Openweight Championship will be defended. The challengers are randomly selected from any division and is contested in falls count anywhere matchup, meaning you can submit your opponent on outside of the ring, inside of the ring, use any weapons, and the challenger for ShmeepsWorld's Openweight Championship in making their debut singles match, Ayasu, the right hand of the Shogunate, Rize, 1/3 of the Shogunate, a follower of the current Idol Division champion Rize. We don't know much. We don't know much about her. But can she pull out? Can the Shogunate carry 2 championships in the division, the open weight and the idol division? Rize is going to be watching this match closely from the back. It's going to be a hard match for the champion when the challenger is so unknown, but when you're in the open weight division, you have to expect the unknown, as The championship can be defended by anybody from any division. But this champion has defended against so much adversity. Can she do it again? ShmeepsWorld, coming off of a big defense at the PLE, the Premium Live event, all on the line, has beaten the likes of Emrys Morgana. BeepsWorld has really just put in the work as the openweight championship, as the openweight champion. And of course, I may be biased, but that championship looks fantastic around the waist of ShmeepsWorld. Will she keep it here tonight? That championship, some call it the openweight championship, others have a different nickname for it. They call it the Blue Chipper Championship, because the winner, or the champion, has to be a fighting champion, has to put in the work. You have to defend it 2 times as many times as an icon or an idol division championship, and it's between both divisions. Anybody can show up. You're not prepared coming into this match, and also contested in falls count anywhere. Anything goes. Weapons, chairs, kendo sticks, tables, ladders, anything can be used. Ayasu making their in-ring singles debut. Azanaza made their singles debut, already picking up a win. Can the Shogunate pick up another win? Or will they fall to the one of the greatest openweight champions of all time, as ShmeepsWorld the openweight championship is what it's all about. It is all on the line for our main event of MPW, giving you a premium match on free TV. ShmeepsWorld out the gate, doesn't quite get caught, or doesn't quite get all of it. It's caught. For ShmeepsWorld, also, this is not just about standing Spanish Fly. It's not just about picking up a win and defending the championship. It's about showing the new people, hey, just because you can't just come in and pick up a win against a decorated champion, you know. You have to earn your stripes. If Ayasu can pick up the win here tonight, that would be an incredible victory for her. But it's going to be a tough fight ahead off the ropes dropkick if you want to beat ShmeepsWorld. Ooh, a disrespectful slap to ShmeepsWorld. And I keep wanting to say bicycle kick, and a soccer kick. Rolls Ayasu up, keeping them on their toes, saying, hey, you could lose this championship opportunity as quickly as you got it. Oh, cross body out of the corner. Very rarely do we see someone fight out of the corner like that. Ayasu gonna send Shmeeps into the corner this time. Gonna pop Shmeeps to the top rope. What could she be thinking? Whatever it was, Shmeeps had it countered off the ropes. Hooking the legs around the neck for a head scissor. And now Shmeeps going over the ropes, maybe looking for a critical roll, but not having it lined up. Sling Blade rolls through for the drop kick to plant Ayasu. Trying to keep her down, but she won't stay down. Clothesline this time. Just a flurry of clotheslines, catches the leg, sweeps the other one. ShmeepsWorld gaining that momentum. Neither of these two have even left the ring yet. Oh, critical roll! This time connecting with it. Ayasu completely caught off guard. And the Openweight Championship dreams nearly dashed in her first ever match. Sling Blade again rolls through for that drop kick. Ayasu, though, just taking it on the chin like made out of brick walls, bumps him. Ooh, what the hell was that? Reversal into like a knee strike, throws Ayasu over the ropes. And ShmeepsWorld is going to show you what an Openweight Championship is all about. Grabbing the metal bat from under the ring. Ayasu's gonna narrowly escape that one with some knee strikes. Taking advantage over the champion, working the legs. Continuing to target the legs. I mean, that's an expert strategy. We always talk about targeting the parts of the body that would be most effective against each individual, and ShmeepsWorld uses her legs a lot for the power, her jumping, her running, her speed. If you can take out the legs, that definitely weakens Shmeeps quite a bit, but she's openweight champion for a reason. She's reigning and defending openweight champion for a reason. Sends Ayasu off the ring post. Now Ayasu's going to get a taste of her own medicine. Sending Ayasu back into the ring. Of course, you do not have to win inside the ring, but sometimes the ropes and the turnbuckles are exactly what you need. Ayasu looking very injured on the inside there. Around the world to put away and defend the championship one more time. 1, 2... No! Kick out for the challenger. Barely keeping her hopes alive. Ayasu definitely showing her durability. Sending Shmeeps onto the ropes. Step up. Kick off the ropes and now going to fly through the ropes. What the hell is going on here? ShmeepsWorld reversal into a power bomb to put away Ayasu on the floor. I think Ayasu was looking for a Hurricane Rana through the bottom rope. ShmeepsWorld caught her and just power bombed her onto the floor. A risky maneuver. Double choke bomb. I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like it. Seeing the blues! Not seeing the blues, feeling the blues. Excuse me. Goes for the pin, nearly winning the championship. Kip up. Feeling the blues by Ayasu. And Shmeeps is going to give the front row a show as she bounces Ayasu off the barricade. ShmeepsWorld bumps him. ShmeepsWorld sending Ayasu into the timekeeper corner right beside the French-Canadian commentators table. Ayasu twisting ShmeepsWorld. Twisting ShmeepsWorld ribs, looking for a submission hold. Got Shmeeps barely locked in. And Shmeeps reverses, dumping Ayasu onto those chairs. The ring announcer in the timekeeper's chair. Ayasu sends Shmeeps into the French-Canadian commentators table. Shmeeps has really had the edge in this match, but I feel like it could still be anyone's game. Targeting the legs again, this time specifically that left knee. Trying to take all the momentum out from under ShmeepsWorld. But Shmeeps has got 2 legs, not just one. Ayasu sending Shmeeps into the ring, looking for a weapon this time. Maybe something that can even the odds here. Sledgehammer to the back, rolls through though. ShmeepsWorld not looking for it. Ayasu, reversal in the corner. Ooh, shoulder tackle right into the gut. Shmeeps has got nowhere to go as Ayasu just pummels her in the corner, stomping a hole straight through her stomach. Ayasu looking back at that sledgehammer, hesitating for a moment, thinking against it. Not sure what to do against the champion. Hesitation can cost matches. And Ayasu knows this. Dual brainbuster! Twisting dimensions with that brainbuster from Ayasu. This time made up her mind on the sledgehammer, now driving it into the arm of ShmeepsWorld. Shmeeps fighting for it. Ooh, straight to the gut. That's going to knock the wind out of your sails. Big boot kicks the sledgehammer out from under it. Feeling the blues onto the sledgehammer. New champion. 1, 2, 3. New openweight champion. Ayasu picked up her first ever championship in MPW in her debut match. The Shogunate has one more belt, one more trophy in their squad, as I will have to thank you for watching MPW, and we will see you guys next time. It's not actually the end of stream. Sheesh, I actually didn't think that was gonna happen. The 9%er on Ayasu to pick up the win. New openweight champion. We got 2 more shows after this, which means we got 8 more matches. Just if anybody wasn't sure. The Shogunate having 2 of the 3 championships, obviously can't really have the Icon Division championship, but they're holding all the gold. Yeah, we want to go to the next show. Ooh. T's hacking? Why is T hacking? Oh, she's won every gamble tonight? Ah, yeah. She's got the dirt sheets. Not me, like, sitting here realizing that one of the things I booked doesn't make sense. Okay, so that happened. Yeah, because then... Yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. Actually, you know what? That's kind of fun. That would be interesting. We've already seen that person today, but... yeah. And then... I guess I could have done whatever. I want to double check something. Hacking noises, yeah. Yeah, I just double checked the mainframe, and it looks like all hashes are pointing to T. No, what am I looking for? I'm gonna do that. Why did I do that? Oh wait, no, I didn't. I was like, for some reason I thought I backed out of universe mode. This is the third match, yep. Oh yeah. I changed. I took a picture of my. I always like. Excuse me. I always book what I'm gonna do in a text document and then take a picture of it. And I edited the text document when I was like, oh, I'm gonna fix this booking mistake, and then I looked down at my picture and I'm like, huh, it didn't change. I'm like, right, because this was a picture. Ugh. Okay. All right, let's get into the first match of the second show. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestling Ton. And we're going to be starting off with some Icon Division. Obviously not the Icon Division #1 contender tournament. Oh, wait. What the fuck, game? Why is the game fucking with me right now? Alright, 1 second. I'm sitting here like, I'm like, yep, this is exactly how it's supposed to be. And I'm like, no, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Imagine changing something and then it not being changed. Okay, yeah, we gotta go. Oh, that's so funny. Look, there are things that I forget to change. This is not one of them. I 100% change this. I'm gonna mute my desktop audio, so remind me if I don't unmute it. But I changed this thing literally right before stream. Literally just changed it. That was so funny. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, you're the pluribloods. I'm the hybrid. I was like, yeah, that's right. Wait. Shouldn't fight to fight it. That steady has always been defiant. And then let me save that, and then I'm gonna double check that it's saved. Because I saved it before and it didn't save. Oh, I also need to remember to do that as well. Alright, let me double check. Alright. And then let me double check. And then let me unmute the desktop audio. Up. All right. And now let's get into the first match of the second show. Certainly wouldn't be an MPW without something going wrong, and let's hope that it works this time. All right, let's get into it. Ho! Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight, we're going to be starting off with Icon Division Singles competition. And it will be Garreth Unported starting us off, so we know that this is not a #1 contendership tournament match for the Icon Division Championship. And it looks like Garreth Unported is coming out with a new look. A new song. I think our suspicions have been answered that Garreth Unported has been excommunicated from his group. Cut out. No longer able to be a #1 contender for the Icon Division Championship. Seems to be the straw that broke the camel's back for Garreth, and he's been kicked out of the group that he formed with MerlinGTB. I mean, that just shows what kind of person Merlin is, to throw away someone that you started with, grew up with in this business, came in through this. And Garreth is going to go one-on-one, first fall to a finish against none other than a horse that he knows very, very well. One of the most dominant openweight champions, one of the most dominant Icon Division champions in MPW history. It is none other than the Super Naiyan himself, Bonk. We've seen Bonk and Garreth go at it many times, but we've never seen Garreth go at Bonk like this. I mean, you have to wonder what's going through Garreth's head, if this is going to be affecting his in-ring ability. Does he have the voice in his head telling him he's no longer good enough, he doesn't have a place to be, or is Garreth got a new fire lit under him, coming out here to prove that, you know, he never needed Merlin, he never needed Emrys. He can do this by himself. Someone that came out as one of the top stars from the first season, Garreth Unported, from overall wins and losses. I mean, a lot of those definitely came with the help of Merlin, but he's held the Icon Division Championship before. He's held gold. He won the first ever Golden Opportunity match. You know, Garreth's no slouch. Though, unlike the time that Merlin and Garreth played everybody into thinking they had broken up, Garreth has a whole new look, whole new theme song, whole new everything. Branding has changed. So we'll see. And of course, Bonk wants to go into this match, pick up a win, because Bonk isn't in the #1 contenders tournament. So Bonk wants to impress the bosses upstairs, say, hey man, I still got it in me to become the Icon Division champion. If Zarataro can hold on to the championship Bonk may just be a challenger in his weight. Hammers being thrown from the crowd at me. My job is not an easy one. What is going on back there? Someone's sending off pyrotechnics in the back. It's not MamaInu's entrance yet. Garreth versus Bonk. Ooh, Garreth coming straight out the gate with a flurry of punches and an inverted neck breaker. I'm a professional. I'll do my job. Gotta say, you know, I don't want to be a biased competitor. Super kick to the legs, backflip, deadlift, German from Garreth. I gotta say the black and silver is looking quite nice on Garreth. You know, as someone who's been quite critical of Garrett's career, it's good to see him shed a few pounds in Merlin, you know, finally go out on his own. And it seems like Garreth, from the start of this match, he is showing off so far. Ooh, got caught. Commentator's curse, sit-out powerbomb, eviscerating Garreth. And a DDT. Commentator's curse as Garreth is reminded just exactly what kind of person, what kind of horse he's up against. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but you can certainly punch him. Hanging Bonk to dry. And Garreth looking for that early cover. 1 count. And early 1 count. Off the ropes. Beautifully done. Just nobody home for that one. Rolls through the chop. Shoulder and elbow tie up. Rolls through. Fails the German, but connects with the Pele kick. And over the middle ropes, these high-flying maneuvers just not doing him any favors. Northern Light suplex. Holds over again. Catches him for a suplex brainbuster style maneuver. Didn't quite see that, but dropped him on his head on the floor. I mean, unfortunately for Garreth, he's uneligible from the Icon Division Championship, but he's putting the Icon Division on notice right now in this matchup. Bonk flexing, maybe trying to get into the head of Garreth, this time connecting with the springboard, flexing similarly to Merlin, how Merlin would flex his magic muscles, trying to get into the head of his opponent here. Busting the nose of the Super Naiyan, flattens him. Can't let his taunting get in your head if you want to pick up a win. Garreth's going to have to pull out all the stops to put away someone like Bonk. Fireman's carry into a detonation kick. And it looks like Garreth is already setting up the countdown for the high caliber. Clipping the Super Naiyan in the jaw, kick out of 2. And Bonk is looking to have a new crown. Ooh, brown crown. Nobody was home. Not calculated by Garreth. And a Bonk, a Uranagi. I'm not a Nagi, you're a Nagi. And a Spirit Blast, a Beam Clash, blocked. Beam Clash, reversal into a Northern Lights suplex by Bonk. Now getting a little bit of a combo. Palm strikes and kicks. And a Beam Clash this time connecting. Very close to the ropes though. 1, 2, 3. Ooh! Referee had the 3 count. And an unfortunate matchup, or an unfortunate loss for Garreth. Held the bottom ropes. Referee didn't see it. Counted the 3. The bad luck continues for Garreth. The bad luck continues as Bonk revels in another victory. As we will move on to the third and final #1 contenders match. Who will face FlairZero and who will face Merlin in the triple threat next week for the #1 contendership for the Icon Division Championship? We'll find out next. Hey man, that looked a little sus. The ref went down for the 3. I feel like the ref hesitated for the 3 count, saw the hands and went, you know what, I'll just do the 3. The ref was like, you know what, after all the shit Garreth's put me through with Merlin, 3 count, you know? That was personal. Ooh, that was personal. How's it going, Reezy? How's it going, Draven? I'm gonna quickly, please be patient with me, go to the bathroom. Oh, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm back. You think you're the only one who voted for Bonk? Nice. Picking up the big W's. Getting some points tossed your way. I'm going to set up the second match of the second show. And this game, with how I've booked things, this game has a potential to do something very funny. Oh, but that's right. It's Thursday, and Riza, you actually missed a very big match for you guys, a very big match that I think you'll be excited to see. It was literally the match before this one, the last match I just did. All right, let's get into the second match. Oh. It is time to cap off the #1 contenders tournament. Who will be the last member to enter the triple threat next week for the Icon Division #1 contendership for Zarataro's Icon Division Championship? Starting us off is none other than the former Icon Division champion himself, Dragthulu, who was very, very close last month, nearly getting that championship, losing it, and inevitably Potato getting that opportunity against Zarataro, which Zarataro showed an impressive matchup against Potato at All on the Line. Just complete domination, lack of a better word, against Potato. So can any of these three put Zarataro away? Will Dragthulu be meeting Flair in the finals, in that final triple threat, or will his opponent here tonight be the one to pick up the win? This is going to be an interesting match. I mean, we've seen Flair versus Dragthulu, but the many a times, but they've just grown so many times where I feel like Flair has finally got the edge on Dragthulu. Can Dragthulu steal the championship opportunity right from under him? Or will Merlin pull it off? Or will the fourth and final competitor in this tournament Actually, the fourth, the sixth and final competitor in this tournament. The fourth one left. Be the one to make their way into the triple threat. Dragthulu has not seen gold in months. He's had a drought for a while. Some like Flair have never even had an opportunity or a run. Dragthulu's had a drought for a while in his championships, so he's looking for one. But speaking of someone in a drought, it is SleepyPengu, the challenger. SleepyPengu coming off a loss against a bear. So you think maybe if Sleepy makes it to the finals, Flair might have his number. Flair to get into the triple threat, beat a bear. Merlin to get into the triple threat, beat Greg. And the third and final member will be decided in this match here tonight. SleepyPengu or Dragthulu, former champion versus former champion. SleepyPengu versus Dragthulu here tonight. One-on-one, first to a fall, tap out, or pinfall, or TKO, you know, give up. Countouts. Who will come out on top and earn their shot for the Icon Division Championship? Sleepy rolls under, dropping the knee onto the leg, just twisting the leg of Dragthulu. We saw, I mean, Dragthulu is a pretty dominant competitor, but we saw someone like Potato, who hasn't had much success in the title opportunity runs, go up against him, pick up an underdog win, an upset victory, if you will. Could that happen again? SleepyPengu, I wouldn't say Sleepy or Dragthulu is better than the other, but could we see SleepyPengu get a win here, move himself to the finals, get himself into that triple threat match, and earn himself another title shot? These two being the final competitors leaves it that Flair is the only member left that has never held the Icon Division Championship. Merlin is a former champion. Dragthulu is a former champion, and Sleepy is a former champion. Sleepy and Dragthulu are going to take it to the outside. There are some things outside that can only be handled on the outside. And Dragthulu is just darting him with these punches. And a inverted suplex, dropping his full front onto the concrete. If this turns, if we get a double countout, this does turn into a singles match between Merlin and Flair, I suppose. I guess that would be something to consult the bosses upstairs about. So you definitely don't want to get a double countout. And Dragthulu is keeping that in his thoughts. You don't want to get a countout at all. You don't, but definitely not a double countout. Ooh, spinning kick ducked by Sleepy for the first one. Caught him with a spinning heel kick from Dragthulu. Expertly done. Dragthulu looking for a kick, though. Gotta stop focusing on the glitz and glamour and focus on the person in front of you. And that's SleepyPengu. Professional wrestling is both a competition and an art form, and sometimes you gotta throw the art supplies out the window and just paint the canvas with your opponent's blood. Dragon suplex into a bridge pin, kick out. Working over the arm, the submission specialist, SleepyPengu, working over the arm. Sleepy could potentially put Dragthulu to sleep tonight. Give him some NyQuil and put him to bed with a go to Sleepy or the Sleepy hold. And Sleepy is hyped up. He's not ready for bed just yet. Ooh, going to drive Dragthulu off the apron. Dragthulu got the knee up, though. Head colliding with the knee gets Dragthulu in the corner. But Dragthulu fights out of it. Just a swift kick to the gut. Planting his boot firmly into his liver. And now Sleepy in a similar position that Dragthulu was in. But Dragthulu able to capitalize. Wanted to keep Sleepy in the ring. Doesn't want to stay outside for too long. Or maybe wants to create separation, catch his breath a bit. Sleepy catches him half and half, rotates him, and perfectly transitions into a pinfall kick out at one. Dragthulu was prepared for that. Snapmare. Drops the knee and busts open TheSleepyPengu. Covers him and kicks out at one. Flipping Sleepy around. Dragon suplex. Catching him with the bridge pin for the #1 contendership. No, or for the shot at the #1 contendership. To get into the #1 contendership match. Going for the Abyssal Tombstone. Sleepy trying to fight out of it. Butterfly. Reversal. Dragthulu trying to maintain that control, but it's so back and forth right now. Inverted suplex. Sleepy's back up. Ooh, flying single leg drop kick. Kung Fu movie style from Dragthulu. As Drag's going to go to the middle rope. The less magical middle rope. Flying forearm off the top with a little bit of a knee strike, I think, put in there. Sleepy is looking worse for wears, but as I say that, commentator's curse for Dragthulu. Sleepy starting to get a little bit of offense back into it. Sleepy finally getting some offense back into this matchup. Looking to twist. Slow it down, brother. Working the limbs, trying to target the arm, but Dragthulu back up and at him. Knee strike. And an axe kick to the back of the head. That is an incredibly damaging and dangerous move. Strikes to the back of the head are no joke, and Sleepy just took one at full force. That might be the beginning of the end for TheSleepyPengu here. Send Sleepy back into the ring. Now Dragthulu looking to go up top. Elbow drop to the shoulder blades of TheSleepyPengu. And Sleepy spinning kick. Spinning heel kick. Rolling heel kick. Sleepy trying to get as much offense off as he can with the momentum in his favor. Knee strikes to the head. Sleepy's got Dragthulu up, and Dragthulu's on Dream Street. Sleepy once again just trying to work the limbs, but Dragthulu fights out of it. Abyssal Tombstone! Can he connect with it this time? He does! Sleepy's legs in the ropes, though, could potentially cause a problem. Dragthulu realizes this. Pulls Sleepy away from the ropes. But did that give Sleepy enough time to recover? It did not. I think that axe kick combined with the Abyssal Tombstone was what put Sleepy out on his feet, out cold. And Dragthulu is the third man to go into the #1 contendership match. Flair is on notice. They can't keep these two away from each other. Dragthulu looking for another title shot, the one that he almost had at All on the Line. This time, maybe will be his opportunity as we will move on to a Idol Division #1 Contenders match. The #1 Contenders tournament match. We will see you guys there. me realizing that I booked the booked the Idol division incorrectly as well, and they are also going to be a 3-way. I don't know what was going through my head when I was booking the Idol division, because I had like a match that had already happened. It was super weird. Okay. I think it was gonna be like, I counted some other matches, but I think I've just confused it. I almost put Merlin as the name for this character, but that's not Merlin. Alright, third match of the second show. Let's get into it. Ooh. Alright, it is time for the Idol Division #1 Contenders match to determine who will be in that #1 Contenders match with Rocky. Starting us off will be GlitchyBasturds. And if I'm Rize, you know, you're celebrating with the Shogunate, but I'm watching this match carefully, as Glitchy is one of those people that just seems to have Rize's number. Someone that Rize's worked with in the past with, but a completely different beast since then. And I mean, much like T, Glitchy has held victories over Rize a plethora of times. So if we see Rize versus Glitchy, it could be very dangerous for Rize going up one-on-one with Glitchy for her first title defense. Glitchy also coming off of a win against MamaInu, and speaking of wins over Rize, Emrys Morgana coming off of a win against Rize, against the champion, looking for her opportunity at the Idol Division Championship. In her corner, of course, always ever so close, MerlinGTB following behind. A very, when we see Merlin with Garreth, and, even Merlin with Emrys and Garreth, Merlin's all jumpy, he's up in here, but it seems like he's a much low energy Merlin. But Emrys Morgana making her way. Can Emrys Morgana put away Glitchy, solidifying her position in the Idol Division #1 contendership match? Rocky has already beat Usaino to earn her spot. Emrys versus Glitchy. Emrys has won the Openweight Championship. Glitchy has held the Idol Division Championship 3 times and has held an Openweight Championship. Definitely, I would say the underdog coming into this match would be Emrys, but with Merlin in the corner, anything could happen. Emrys has cheated her way to victories. Emrys cheated her way to that Openweight Championship match, or Openweight Championship victory. And Glitchy diving in front of the Front Canadian commentators table. And now just targeting the back of Glitchy. We saw Emrys last week backstage talking to Garreth Unported, where they seemed to have a conversation that didn't go into Gareth's favor. And, speculate as you must, or as you will, but we don't see Garreth here at ringside with Emrys, and we didn't see Merlin or Emrys at ringside with Garreth, so it seems like they we're getting real close to 8 count. I was gonna say we're getting really close to the 10 there. Glitchy makes it back to the ring, so say what you will, but it seems like Garreth is officially no longer part of the group. And whether Emrys made that decision or was a mutual decision between her and Merlin, who can say? Ooh, flying clothesline just tossed off by Glitchy in a pop-up punch. The height and weight and strength advantage goes to Glitchy, but when it comes to technical wrestling, Emrys Morgana might just have her beat. If Emrys can out-wrestle the Giant, that's going to be her way to victory. Jawbreaker. And flattening Glitchy. Glitchy wants the 4th championship. She wants to be known as a 4-time champion. Emrys Morgana getting Glitchy into the ropes. Sending Glitchy off the ropes. Jumps over, jumps over again. And a spinning back shoulder, back elbow. Taking Glitchy down. And like I said, out wrestling. The hemlock is applied. The hemlock was the move that won her the Openweight Championship on Zarataro. A deadly submission hold sidewalk slam, though. Glitchy getting out of it. It's a little bit too soon to call it. You have to wear her down a little bit more if you want to get Glitchy to tap, but that's going to be some damage dealt to Glitchy. That might come back to haunt her later in this matchup. And now Glitchy's just choking Emrys in the corner. Referee's trying to break it up. And Glitchy letting that little bit of that demon back out of her. Glitchy going up top. Right in front of Merlin. I think we might know what Glitchy's going for here. Nope. I was thinking of the clothesline off the top rope, but Glitchy thought against it. Sidewalk slam this time. That move has ended matches from Glitchy. Will it end this one? 2. Kick out of 2, though. All that strength and power you have to use just to kick out from Glitchy. Goozles Emrys. And Glitchy say it, putting Rize on notice with the frame drop. 1, 2, kick out at 2, though. Rize shouldn't be the only one she's worried about as Emrys keeps herself alive in this match. Leg drop, reverse, drop kick. Emrys has got to think about something to keep this match alive, keep her chances afloat. Because she is on a sinking ship. Double choke toss. Glitchy going back up top. Will we see the clothesline this time? Elbow or knee drop. Didn't quite get it. Hit Emrys a little bit. Now Emrys just disrespectfully kicking the face of Glitchy, rubbing the boot in the eyes. Emrys Morgana talking down to Glitchy, trying to get into her head. Basement drop kick, but Glitchy isn't one to listen to her opponents. Taking Glitchy down, like I said, out wrestle, out win. Drop kick to the shoulder blades. Emrys going up top this time. For the first time in the match, Emrys is going to go up high. Splash! Out from the just outer orbit of space. Hemlock, the second hemlock applied really close to the ropes though, but we could see Glitchy tap here. Glitchy could potentially tap to the hemlock if she stays in for too long, and as I say that, out wrestle, out win, Emrys Morgana has just made Glitchy tap to the hemlock, earning her shot in the Idol Division's #1 contender match. She will be meeting Rocky in their triple threat. But who will be the third idol to join them? We'll see in our main event tonight. Emrys Morgana moving on as we will see who will follow her next. You're just happy to have held the belt, man. I'm happy too. I would like you to hold on to it a little bit longer, but you know, we'll see. Emrys Morgana using her magic on T so that She doesn't win the bet. That's crazy. Head of Olympia. Rize. Acknowledge her. All right, let's get into the final match of the second show, and then we got 4 more matches after this one. It is time for the main event of the evening, and the final person to enter the Idol Division #1 contendership match will be determined here tonight. And we are starting off with none other than B.A. Tycho's good little soldier, Blueness. We've talked, this has been a very Garreth-centric show. We've talked a lot about Garreth Unported, but I would be remiss not to mention that Blueness was the one to put Garreth away in the War Games match at All on the Line, causing all this turmoil for Garreth. You know, when it comes, at the end of the day, Blueness is the one, the coalition are the one that have put Garreth in the position he's at right now. But now, can the coalition, they've had very bad luck in the Icon division. Can Blueness continue their streak of outperforming the rest of the boys in the coalition and prove to B.A. Tycho that they're Idol Division champion material? But speaking of Idol Division champion material, it is your former reigning and defending MPW openweight champion, ShmeepsWorld. One of the most dominant openweight champions we've seen to date. Former Idol Division champion. Now looking for another Idol Division championship after losing the openweight championship to Ayasu in Ayasu's debut singles match. I mean, there's a little bit of a trend going along with the openweight champions, and Shmeeps might just be the one to continue it. It's happened with Bonk. It's happened with Zarataro. It's happened with Dragthulu. Whenever an openweight champion loses that openweight championship and is thrust into a world championship match, they've been able to pick up the win. I believe it also happened with Glitchy. But of course, just because Shmeeps was one of the... Shmeeps showing Blueness how it's done right here. You love to see it. It's spinning head scissor to open the match. Blueness was the Ultimate Openweight Champion, the winner of the Ultimate Openweight Championship tournament in Season 1. So they have a similar experience with Openweight Championship matches, Openweight Championship challenges. Of course, Blueness unfortunately never won the championship. Blueness has never held any gold in MPW. But can they do it this time? Goes for the cover on Shmeeps. Shmeeps coming off of the loss. Still got to be sore from last week. Fighting out Blueness over the top rope. Springboard forearm. This will be the third and final member of the Idol Division #1 contendership match for Rize's Idol Division Championship. We just saw Emrys secure her slot. And previously we've seen Rocky beat Usaino. Can Blueness pick up the win, or will it be like the Icon Division and 2 former champions will be in that triple threat match? ShmeepsWorld had a very hard-fought fight last week, but was unable to pick up the win. And you really can't take anything away from her. She put all she had on there. She left her everything she had in the ring. And it looks like she's planning to do the exact same here tonight. Hurricane run off the middle rope. And now Blueness playing a little bit of cat and mouse with ShmeepsWorld. And a spine buster A la the bear. Shades of the bear. And a white noise! Jesus, onto the floor! Throwing Shmeeps into the ring. 4 count. Blueness not wanting to lose via count out, roll through, double stomp. Beautifully done, keeping Shmeeps thinking what's coming next. Blueness has had a very dominant run recently, especially ever since joining BA Tycho and the Coalition. They have just been on top of the Idol division. Can they cement that run with a championship? Blueness up top. Maybe already planning to put Shmeeps in her place. DDT, diving DDT from the top rope. Sweeps Blueness's legs. Of course, it's not going to be that easy. Standing shooting star press by ShmeepsWorld. It's not going to be that easy to keep Shmeeps down. One of the most decorated members of the Idol division. Spinning back slap. Blueness. Butterfly backbreaker. And Shmeeps is going to try and maybe roll through the ropes, try to get some space from Blueness. But Blueness driving Shmeeps off the apron, climbing up like Spider-Man onto the top rope. Elbow drop to the floor, but crashing and burning this time. As Shmeeps is nowhere to be seen. Static Spanish fly onto the floor. Kip up. Floats over into a DDT position, but Blueness doesn't want to get their head bashed against the concrete. Fights out of it. Ducks under. And another head scissor just to dizzy him this time. 4 count. Judo toss. Blueness sends Shmeeps back into the ring as the ref reminds them that they got to finish it in the ring if they want to win. Elbow drop this time connecting. Blueness back up top once again. It's a rare sighting, but maybe we'll see it. What's it? A blue moon from Blueness. Shmeeps very close to the ropes. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. A near fall. Blueness nearly cementing their spot in the Idol division. Grabbing Shmeeps. This time, submission hold locked in. Something a little bit new that we don't see very often from Blueness. Can they make Shmeeps tap? Shmeeps is trying to remove the grip, pull the grip away. Oh my god, rolls through it, but that tight grip, the pull back, the wrenching on the back of ShmeepsWorld, that must have not felt good. Single leg drop kick, and Blueness cutting her off. Jumping DDT. What could Blueness be planning here again? Off the ropes. Spin. Oh, blue moon off the springboard. Spinning blue moon. Oh, rope break. Barely holding on. A blue moon from out of nowhere. From Blueness, super kick, spinning back kick. Blueness putting everything out there. Ooh, uppercut. Clips her. Monkey flip. Blueness has been sent out as a soldier ever since BA Tycho brought them into their coalition with one mission in mind: to seek and destroy ShmeepsWorld Superplex. But looks to put it away with the Falcon Arrow. Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow, but Blueness getting the shoulder up. An early 2 count for Blueness, an impressive showing. Blueness thinking about what they want to do next. Into the corner. Blueness maybe looking for a moonsault in the corner. Up top, goes for the moonsault. Nobody's home, but flips through it, catching ShmeepsWorld in the bottom left of the ring. Kick out of 2. Blueness thought they had it. Blueness up top once again. Could this be the final one? 3rd time's the charm to put it to bed. Blue Moon connects again. Very close to the ropes, though. Tries to pull the arm away from the ropes. 2, 3, and Blueness will be joining Emrys and Rocky for the #1 contendership. Like I said, B.A. Tycho's good little soldier wants to bring home the Idol division to the Coalition. Pull it from the Shogunate's hands and bring it back to the Coalition. I mean, a tyrannical ruler like Rize is the perfect treacherous human for the Coalition to go after, and Blueness might just be the one to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. We will see you guys next week. Not actually the end of stream. Stream's not actually over, just let you know. Got one more show. We gotta see who's gonna be #1 contender. Blueness is OP. Blueness, I'm gonna say full bias on the line. I haven't done anything that I haven't done to other people with Blueness, like, right, I'm not giving Blueness any special treatment. But to fully put my bias out there, Blueness, oh, thank you so much for the follow. Oh my god. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I will say that all biases on the table, Blueness is one of my favorite characters in MPW. They started out as one of Usaino's models, which I got to do a new Usaino because Usaino's getting another new model, which looks really cool, and I want to take a snag at it, a shot at it, if you will, to make it an MPW. But since Usaino's not using it anymore, they've kind of become my own little pet project of like my own designed character, so it's really fun. As we'll load up for the last show of the night, I'm gonna pop in. I always grab myself a throat lozenge for MPW streams, because my throat always ends up killing me after them. Which we're actually out of throat lozenges now, but I'm gonna pop that in now while we're setting up. Who would have thought screaming for 3 hours would hurt your throat? You know? And we're gonna try a little bit of a different match as well tonight. Okay, we'll just put... I forgot. Yeah, we'll just put those there for now. We'll fix that later. And then... we gotta remember before I accidentally fuck something up. For the Idol division... it is Rocky... Emrys, and Blueness. It's honestly a toss-up in that match. I feel like anybody could come out victorious in that match. Blueness and Rocky are both very dominant, but Emrys has like pulled out victories that you really don't expect from her. We're gonna see a triple threat with FlairZero, MerlinGTB, and Dragthulu. And we get to see another match with Dragthulu and Flair in it. You're kind of hoping it isn't Rocky because you haven't wrestled them. I think you've wrestled them in multi-people matches, but I don't know if you've wrestled them like singles very often. Rocky's interesting. The only thing that it's kind of cool, no matter what with the idols as usual, because if Emrys wins, Emrys has got Rize's got her Shogunate, Azanaza and Ayasu. If I'm mispronouncing them, please let me know. Those two on their team, and then so if Emrys wins, she's got Merlin in her corner, so it's kind of like two groups. Same with Blueness. Blueness can bring in like BA, Tycho, Greg, the Bear. Like they could bring anybody in, like even have people. So it's like two groups. And then if you have Rocky's like a very that would just be a good match. And then also you have the opportunity for Rize to win underhandedly with her people when fighting Rize. You know? Yeah, Greg is not to be trifled with, man. Greg is fucking crazy, bro. Greg almost beat Merlin, man. Greg is a force to be reckoned with, bro. I'm losing my innocence. And you better back down, cause I'm coming for you. Better back down, cause I'm... Okay, let's get into the final show of the night. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and we're going to start off tonight with Idol Division one-on-one contest. No number one contendership, no title on the line, just good old-fashioned wrestling, and the former reigning and defending Idol Division champion, TeaTheShiba, will be starting us off here tonight. T, of course, with the one to lose to Rize in her title match with Rize at All on the Line, causing the self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself to reign supreme with the Shogunate. And now T will watch from the sidelines as three other idols will be fighting each other for number one contendership for the championship. But no matter what happens, no matter who wins, I hope today is going to be a good day as MintyClovers makes her way to the ring. And this is definitely a what-if scenario for T and Minty. A what-if scenario. TeaTheShiba and MintyClovers were meant to have their one-on-one match. MintyClovers won the number one contendership ladder match at at Living Legends to earn her shot at All on the Line. But Rize had a talk with the boss upstairs, said, I think I deserve a title match. I beat the champion. If I beat the number one contender, can I get a shot? And they said, sure. Rize did it all, beat the champion, beat the challenger, and then beat both of them that night for the Idol Division Championship. So this will be a what-if scenario for T or Minty to see, could Minty have picked up the win, or would have T defended the championship if it was a one-on-one match? Angle slam by Minty. And of course, a win in this match, moonsault, a win in this match will do you wonders in trying to get back into that title contention. Minty going through the ropes, gets caught again. That clothesline very rarely works, but when it does, it's immaculate. Tonight we'll have two triple threat matches to determine the Idol and the Icon Division number one contenders, as well as we will be having a tag team match as the bosses upstairs continue to try and find out and test out tag team matches for a potential tag team division in MPW. As these two idols battle it out in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. T throws Minty back inside. And T off the top rope, diving knee right on the heart. Springboard knee across the ring. Off the ropes and another knee strike. Minty gets back in the ring, but T capitalizes, takes that opportunity to grab her. Sets up Minty in the corner. Moonsault, split leg moonsault by T out of the corner. Looking like we're seeing a little bit of a different moves, different style from TeaTheShiba jawbreaker. MintyClovers strike to the back. Again, just targeting the back. Goes for an Irish whip this time. Scoops her. Using T's momentum against her. Minty's going up top. And Minty on the top rope. Cross body to T. To put away the former champion kick out of one. Way too early to call it for MintyClovers. Clothesline misses. Discus big boot connects though. T rolled through the clothesline with a discus big boot, and Minty grabs the ropes way too close. Break it up, rope break it up on the ropes. TeaTheShiba looking for the pedigree. MintyClovers reverses. And now it becomes a back and forth for power, a power struggle, if you will. Ducks under. And a German suplex by T. Knee strike with the unwrapped knee. Minty dodges out of that one. And a swinging neck breaker. Minty is eyeing up TeaTheShiba. What could she possibly be thinking from this position? Blue Thunder Bomb? Whatever it was, T had it scouted. Clothesline. Caught her for the backbreaker into another clothesline. Minty trying to maybe grab T to the ropes for a clover cutter, but T, knowing the risks, knowing the danger, knee strike off the ropes for a leg drop onto the back. And the former champion continuing to show why she was a former champion. T up top, a lot of dangerous things from this position. Twisted T! Twisted T to MintyClovers, but T is not done yet. Kicks her in the gut. Pedigree! But T is looking tired. Gets back up, goes for the cover to put Minty away. Would this have happened at All on the Line? Kick out of 2. If it was just Minty versus T, moonsault. Booty popping moonsault, missed. Clothesline, trying to pick up that steam again. Deadlift, power bomb, not letting go, and a knee strike. And a moonsault again, not connecting. Sometimes you don't need to go back to the well if it's not working out for you. Luthez press by MintyClovers. MintyClovers sending T off the ropes. Bouncing off. Clover cutter. Would we have seen a new champion at All on the Line if Rize wasn't in the match? No. Kick out of 2. MintyClovers, Fisherman. Gets caught though. T setting up Minty for a suplex. Covers her. 2. Kick out of 2. Back and forth as we go. Minty trying to get that momentum back on her side. MintyClovers spinning T around. Back body toss. Sends T into the corner. Clothesline. Knocking T right out of it. T's going to try and get some space in front of the French-Canadian commentators, but if we know Minty, we know Minty's looking to fly through the middle ropes. Cross body. Right in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Standing shooting star press, but the knee's up by T. T's up. Get your teacups out and your pinkies up. It's TeaTheShiba versus MintyClovers. Saito suplex! Dumping Minty onto her head, onto the concrete. 5 count. Deadlift powerbomb! Hip up! MintyClovers sending T into the table. Eight. Minty's got to get in the ring. Oh no, there's an 8 count. T breaks up the count, setting it back to 1. Minty, though, this time sending T in early. MintyClovers this time to T. Pedigree, taste of her own move. MintyClovers putting T away with her own move. 1, 2, kick out of 2. Of course, Minty can make an imitation. An imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but it's nothing but that, an imitation. Cartwheel, knee strike. Putting the knee through MintyClovers. Picks her up for another ripcord knee. Booty poppin', moonsault. Once again, MintyClovers has it scouted. Clothesline. Minty trying to get T back over to the ropes for that clover cutter. TeaTheShiba looking for a pedigree, maybe. Inversed into an Alabama slammer by MintyClovers. Now Minty just working over the arms of T. T, sling blade. This match is truly anyone's game. This time hitting the moonsault. T was just waiting for that moment. And now T's gonna boop the schnoot of MintyClovers. Just booping the schnoot. And a knee strike. Goes for the cover. Falls into Minty. 2, 3 of that knee strike. Finishes MintyClovers, a devastating knee from T. And maybe if it was one-on-one, this would have been what we would have saw at All on the Line. We would have heard, and still the champion TeaTheShiba, but unfortunately for T, Rize picked up that win. T picking up a big win, though, definitely impressing the bosses upstairs as we move on to our next match of the night. That was a sick, like, pin combination. I feel like we haven't really seen that pinning combination ever, where she just, like, knee striked her and then just laid on her. Okay, I gotta get out of universe mode because I gotta set something up. Okay, I want to check, because I might have made it, yeah, okay. Yeah. honestly, the ideal situation for me with Rize is to have Rize win like 3 title matches, which is asking a lot. That would be a very long run in MPW. But like a three title defenses and then like lose to T on the 4th or something like that. I don't know. That's my ideal way to end Rize's run. I want Rize to have a long run. I think it would be really fun for Rize to have a long run, but who knows? I think Rize's got it in her. Nope. All right, let's hope that everything works out here. You got that panda in you, exactly. This is going to be the first... I don't want to spoil it, but I think this is going to be the first time we've ever had, like, a match that is a tag team match with, like, actual tag teams. You know what I mean? Like, an actual tag team that I've set up. So... I mean, other than, like, Merlin and like... We had Merlin and, like, Flair, I think? Merlin, Garreth, and Flair, and Glitchy, but... You think you think you know 2 of them if you're lucky? I think you just might. Let's get into it. Oh. All right, it's time to start off with our tag team match. And it looks like Unchained is going to be starting us out for our tag team match. Who could Unchained's partner be? As we get ready for this tag team tornado match. It is corner, of course. It is Angel, Gaelic Angel. Unchained and Angel formed a little bit of a bond at the end of Season 2, and it looks like they might be ready to bring it back. Unchained and Angel the Fallen, looking to dominate what little of a tag team division there is. You know, getting there early, as they say. And I'd say this is a definite dangerous team. A former openweight champion, former 2-time openweight champion, and a former Icon Division champion. The championship lineage between Unchained and Gaelic Angel is quite a big list when it comes to championships in MPW. They don't give away those opportunities too easily. And their tag team opponents for this tornado tag match. Okay. So we're gonna have to okay, we're gonna have to reset. First of all, it wouldn't be an MPW stream if it wasn't for that, for all those things. Of course. First of all, that is not Ayasu. That is Ayasu, the current reigning defending openweight champion. Ayasu. And then no, do not disband the team. I must have never given them a tag entrance then. Let me double check. I'm almost certain I did. Oh, yeah, apparently I didn't. Okay. Then I guess they're coming in separately. We'll figure it out next time. I swear to God I did, but apparently I didn't. Let's make sure they don't come out. Yeah, let's make sure they don't come out together this time, though. Okay. Okay, start show. Okay, they got the championship on them, so it's good. I swear to God, I have vivid memories of giving them a tag entrance. Whatever. And let us get into the Tornado tag match here tonight. Starting off with our first team member is UnchainedAwesome. Unchained has had a very interesting tag team career. He teamed with Garreth. He's had friendships with B.A. Tycho and Gaelic Angel. And is looking to get in early on this tag division the bosses upstairs are talking about. And of course, none other, his tag partner will be none other than Gaelic Angel himself. These two made a little bit of an alliance at the end of Season 2, or Season 1. Haven't really been together in Season 2, but the Fallen, UnchainedAwesome and Gaelic Angel reuniting to take over the tag division from start to finish. An incredibly dangerous tag team with a combined championship lineage that very few have had. A former Icon Division champion, a two-time openweight champion. Chain made it very far with Garreth in the tag tournament, the double eliminator random selector tournament. Made it incredibly far as Team King's Court. But who will be their opponents for this Tornado tag match? It will be none other to start us off. The newly reigning and defending MPW openweight champion, Ayasu. Ayasu coming off of a massive victory against ShmeepsWorld for the openweight championship. An incredible upset victory for their in-ring debut. And now for their tag team debut, they are coming around with championship around their waist, the Shogunate holding all the championships they have. Rize, the idol division, Ayasu, the openweight, and maybe together with their partner Azanaza could potentially see a tag team championship in the Shogunate's future if the bosses upstairs ever introduce a tag team championship. Azanaza picked up their first in-ring debut victory against Usaino one-on-one. So nothing but positives for the Shogunate's Warriors as they continue both these teams. Usually when we go into tag team matches, we always talk about the synergy between the teams, and I think we're at a point in MPW where these two teams, they're going to have synergy. In the double eliminator random selector tournament, one of the biggest things was if teams could work together. And now these are teams being formed by themselves. Together, they can be... They can... or they choose their partners, and they will be able to have a lot more synergy going into it. Of course, if you couldn't tell already, this tag team match is open weight, meaning that anyone can fight anyone as the two powerhouses go after each other, as Ayasu and Gaelic Angel and Unchained and Azanaza go after each other. It is tornado ruling, meaning... Oh my god, excuse me. Tornado ruling, meaning you don't have to grab the tag ropes or get tagged in by your partner to be the legal participant. However, you must pinfall or submit your opponent inside the ring. You cannot do it anywhere outside the arena. It must be in the ring to be a legal pinfall or submission. Off the ropes by Unchained, as Ayasu's going to turn around and just dump Chain. Ayasu showing why she's the openweight champion, standing tall in the ring, but Angel knows a little bit about openweight championships. Neckbreaker. Unchained's spending some time on the outside. An interesting maneuver, allowing the numbers game to maybe get a little bit on Angel, but allowing him to get a little bit of a breather, worrying about himself more than anything, as Azanaza targets the arm of Chain. That's his chain-making arm. And Aza going up top for the big splash. Diving right on in. Knee strikes from Ayasu on the outside, and Chain gets a left hook on Aza. Leg lariat. And Ayasu just taking it to Angel on the outside. If Chain or Azanaza were to go for a pin here, they could easily do it with their partners on the outside. Chain up top. I feel like we very rarely see Chain on the top rope. And that's exactly why. Doesn't connect with the drop kick. As the Shogunate takes advantage in the ring, as I say, commentator's curse. Shotgun drop kick by Chain, and Ayasu sending Angel into the ring post. Chain off the ropes. Springboard leg kick. Angel sending Ayasu into the Timeskeeper corner, and Azanaza's had enough. Coming for Angel, as they stretch Angel out with a submission hold. Ayasu and Chain threatening punches. As the dance partners have been shifted in this matchup, Angel's going to send Azanaza back into the ring. Aza having the most in-ring time, running neck breaker. Ayasu taking it to the former Icon Division champion. And Aza dropping the knees. Goes for the cover. The Shogunate could have it. 2 count. The Shogunate in complete control. Azanaza showing the frustration already, as Chain is just getting beat on the outside. Knee strike to Angel. Chain finally gets back up onto his feet, but for a short period. Angel, God's last gift, goes with a cover. To the Fallen, nearly take the fall. And Azanaza in trouble in the ring. Fall from grace connects. The Shogunate in trouble. 1, 2, kick it a 2. Angel nearly taking it all the way to the bank. Neckbreaker doesn't connect. As Ayasu just completely destroying Chain on the outside. We'll be right back after this commercial break. The game crashed. Quick. I'm gonna, while this game loads up, I'm gonna take this opportunity to go pee. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Then. Now. Forever. Together.
Oh. Okay, we back. Okay, let me check that the game is up on the other screen. Just because sometimes it takes a time. Thank you. Alright. We'll let the match play out a little bit, and then we'll be like, we're back, you know. Just so it feels, you know, like you're coming back from commercial break. This could be anyone's match, guys. This could be anyone's match now. How's it going, Shmeeps? I've been lurking for a few hours now, but I hope you have fun. You're going to sleep. Have a good night. You're probably already asleep. Have a good night. Free the P. All right, let's get into it. I mean, I'll say let's get into it, but we're not gonna worry about it until the match actually starts. I don't know if we ever had. I feel like we have had Angel. I feel like we've seen this entrance before it, but I couldn't remember if we did for Unchained and Angel's entrance. I should have filled up my water bottle. That's gonna be an oopsie on my part. Oh wait, actually I'm very interested to know how this is gonna work out. Yeah, I just realized something. You notice how they're not attacking them? It's because I didn't put in the mod. So the guys are programmed, they're like, we can't hit women. It's literally not in our programming. But because we booked the match with the mod on, fucking. We'll reset the whole mod. Nope, I don't know what you're loading. What is that? We should have just had the match, like, cut back, and it's just them beating the shit out of them. They can't do anything. What the heck are you doing? Can you just work? Dude, we're not having... What is happening? Okay, we're gonna try it one more time. I think I might have to restart the game. I have no idea what it's doing right now. Yeah, it feels like it's having some sort of fucking issue now. I love this game. It's such a good game, even though this isn't the game's fault, but the crashing was, so it's actually technically the game's fault still. The mod not working isn't the game's fault, but the game's crashing, making the mod not work, is the game's fault. If it doesn't work, we'll just leave. Please stop with your copyrighted bullshit. If it doesn't work, we'll just run the match with them hitting hitting the guys, and then there we go. Almost as good as Assassin's Creed games. Exactly, no bugs. This is exactly why I'm not buying the other, like, the newer game. You know, like, this is why I'm sticking with this, with 2K23 and not buying 2K24. Because they didn't fix any of these bugs. Like, I'm not spending another fucking $70, $80 on the new game. I'm gonna stick with this game until you guys get bored of it. Until the new game goes on sale, or until the next new game comes out where they actually fix things. Alright, this should work now. I'm gonna end up needing to go get water after this, I think. Bethesda or 2K? But Bethesda is worse, because Bethesda has time. The only excuse 2K has is that they don't have time. They gotta do yearly releases. Bethesda spends a decade on a game and it's still filled with bugs. And then they update the game and they make more bugs. So I definitely say Bethesda's 100 times worse. So we're just gonna, like, let this go for a bit. You know what, actually? We'll let this... I'm gonna run, I'm gonna go grab water, and we'll let this run, and then when I get back, we'll start... There's a perfect idea with no flaws. And we're back from commercial. During the commercial break, Azanaza nearly pinned both Angel, and Angel goes with him, nearly pinned both Angel and Unchained at the same time. Ayasu pulled Chain's horn out from his head and put it back in. It was crazy. But now that we're back from commercial break, the Shogunate singling Angel out, using their numbers game as Chain is knocked out across the ring, or across the arena. Azanaza is going to go all the way over to Chain, blocks the super kick, and strikes the back. DDT by Angel. And Chain gets sent into the stairs. Angel trying to go after Aza while she's... Well, they're not paying attention, but... Oh, spear! Little spear takedown. Elbow drop. Chain sending Azanaza, and Angel sending Ayasu into the ring. Spinning neckbreaker, or running neckbreaker. Ayasu catches Chain with an overhead punch. Oh, Shining Wizard by Azanaza. Inzaguri caught. Double axe handle. And Bulldog from the Sheepdog. It's Chain and Ayasu in the ring all alone. as Chain flurry of kicks, punches, and knees. As Angel fights, Azanaza puts Azanaza in a single leg Boston Crab right by the French-Canadian commentators table, and Ayasu coming to save their friend. And a DDT. Power slam to Chain. Jesus Christ, dumping him like a sack of shit. Is Ayasu, the Openweight champion, showing no regard for the life of her opponents. And now 2-on-1 continues. The Shogunate showing their skills in keeping the numbers game on their side. Working over the arm. Sending Chain over there. All in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Big overhand punch by Ayasu and just a disrespectful slap to Angel. Chain's getting his elbow stomped in. Ayasu, Jesus. Ayasu with a sharp back, like elbow, Jesus, to the jaw of Angel. And bouncing Angel's head off the ring post. As the Shogunate continue their 2-on-1 assault. Ayasu taking the former Icon Division champion. As the momentum swaps to the Icon side. Suplex. As the two groups split up, never mind, sending Ayasu back. Oh, what the fuck? It looks like something might have happened with the, oh yeah. It looks like Ayasu, and Azanaza pick up the win. Looks like Ayasu and Azanaza pick up the win. You know what? It looks like they pick up the win. That was, you know, it seemed like... it seemed like what happened there was Angel threw... oh, you know what? Actually, this makes perfect sense. Angel threw Azanaza into the French-Canadian commentators table. One of our French-Canadian commentators accidentally hit them, causing for the disqualification. Outside interference, allowing for the Shogunate to win the match. Expertly played. No more questions. Moving on. Oh my fucking god. Stupid ass mod. I forgot one of the things the mod it does for some reason doesn't get over the fact that, like, so technically that match has disqualifications on. So the problem with the thing is they still consider the female characters, and men are not allowed, under any circumstances, men are not allowed to hit women coded in the game. But the women can hit the men. Very fair. Very fair. So there's a small bug in the game that I forgot about, where if you hit them on the ring post, the stairs, or the commentator's table, there's a chance the game disqualifies you because you hit a woman. So Angel threw Azanaza into the French Canadian commentators table. And because Azanaza is using a female character coded in game, it said man threw female into thing, disqualify him. So we'll have to make them no disqualifications. I forgot about that. I actually kind of thought that tornado tags were disqualifications. I wonder if I can make matches no disqualification but remove all the weapons from under the ring. That actually might be a thing. Time to cancel the game for being sexist. Exactly. Dude, when are they just gonna let us have intergender matches. Come on, man. It's 2024, bro. Women can kick men's ass. I want to have Rhea Ripley fucking kick the shit out of all the guys. Come on now. Yeah, but the 2K devs have like gone on record saying specifically that they like specifically target intergender stuff, where they're like, we make it very difficult for you to be able to do that. Like they go out of their way to prevent it, so it's very unfortunate. Which is why it's so difficult to get it done, to mod it, and there's still bugs, is because they specifically try to make it. Asuka versus Shinsuke, dude, it would be a fantastic match. And Asuka has already fought men in Japan. Asuka had a fucking disgusting match against Minoru Suzuki like a long time ago. It was a very controversial match because basically the whole match was just Minoru Suzuki, one of my favorite wrestlers, by the way, just beating the ever-loving shit out of Asuka. And people, it was very controversial because it was intergender match, right? But also the man was just like, because he was like in Japanese wrestling, especially Minoru Suzuki, it's very stiff working matches, like very stiff hits. Like it's not fake, you know what I mean? Like they hit each other fucking hard, and he was just fucking dumping her on her head, like hitting her, like doing all this shit. Which to be fair, Asuka was like, Minoru, you have to beat the shit out of me in this match. Like, she was like, if you do not beat the shit out of me in this match, I'm going to be upset. Like, I'm a big fan of you. I want to, like, have a Minoru Suzuki match. And so they had it, but it was really, it's like, they've had matches, man. I would love to see Shinsuke versus Asuka. I'd love to see Rhea Ripley versus fucking anybody. Like, Rhea Ripley would kill. I want Rhea Ripley versus Dominic Mysterio, and she'd just beat the shit out of him. Hitting hard is a sign of respect. Mommy versus the bottom, exactly. Bro, mommy versus me, bro. Get me in the ring. All right, let's get into the Idol Division #1 contendership match. Ooh. All right, moving on to our semi-main event of the night, the Idol Division #1 contendership match, triple threat contest. You must pin your opponents in the ring, no disqualifications. We are starting with Emrys Morgana. Emrys Morgana beat Rize and tapped out Glitchy to get her spot in this Idol Division #1 contendership match. But saying all that, looking at the list of accomplishments she had to get to this point, I still feel like Emrys Morgana is the underdog, the dark horse coming into this match. Going up against Rocky and Blueness, two very dominant competitors, this match can really go anyone's way. And you know that Emrys Morgana is going to be looking for any opportunity she can to try and sneak a win. And of course, Emrys Morgana's opponent, Rocky, a former Idol Division champion in her own right, former openweight champion. Rocky is coming here with a little bit of a target on her back. She is the only member of this triple threat that has ever held the Idol Division Championship. Emrys Morgana is a former openweight champion, but has never held the Idol Division Championship. So Blueness and Emrys might take this into consideration, target Rocky down, take her out of the equation. But of course, when you're in a triple threat match, that's not always how it's going to work. You may be thinking, oh, I can work with this person for a little bit to take out the threat. But at the end of the day, it's everybody for themselves. You have to have the eyes on the back of your head, watching out for every instance. You can't let someone sneak the win. You can't think you can trust someone in this type of match, because there is no one you can trust other than yourself and your abilities. Rize is sitting in the back after that immaculate, impressive win from the Shogunate. Probably celebrating, but first, we'll celebrate after, but first has to watch this triple threat match to see who she will face one-on-one on Saturday. I don't know if I'm a betting man, but if I were to bet on who was I gonna think to win, I'm supposed to be an impartial judge, but I would maybe give it to Rocky. Rocky might have the edge in this one. But of course, I say Emrys is the dark horse in this match, but the next competitor to come out is a little bit of a dark horse just in the industry, a dark horse in the division, and they are going to be here to try and take that idol division and bring it into the coalition. Right now, the Shogunate has all the marbles, and the coalition's goal is to take down anybody they seem to be treacherous and withhold justice inside the MPW ring. I definitely could see Blueness putting a target on Rize's back. Can they take it down? The nicknamed BA Tycho's good little soldier, Blueness, has been doing nothing but dominate the idol division. Blueness picked up a big win to get here against Shmeeps, the former openweight champion. Can Blueness pick up their first ever championship in MPW? Can they pick up their first ever championship in MPW history, or will they fall to one of these two former champions? Emrys Morgana, Rocky, and Blueness. Which idol will come out on top as the #1 contender, because there can only be one. Emrys and Rocky go after each other. Rocky using Emrys as a weapon. Blueness doesn't quite connect with the handspring kick off the ropes, and Emrys and Rocky gonna have a short-lived partnership fighting Blueness. When it comes to triple threat matches, it's so difficult to keep your eyes on both your opponents at the same time, which is what makes this such a unique format and shows that you are really championship material. Rize won a triple threat against Minty and T to win the championship. Running Bulldog. This is one fall to a finish, meaning there are no eliminations, and you must pin inside the ring, so you better watch out for your opponents. Dragon Suplex bridges the pin, but Emrys Morgana breaks it up. Emrys Morgana gets rolled up by Rocky. We can see a very early victory as Blueness is already going under the ring. No disqualifications. Got this kendo stick in hand, ready to use it, but unfortunately not quick enough on their feet. Rocky using the weapon against Blueness. And a Bulldog again planting Morgana into the canvas. As it's Blueness and Rocky all alone in the ring, you definitely want to separate your opponents when you think to get opportunity to do as much damage, but also when you think you have a shot at a pinfall, you want to separate your opponents. And Emrys Morgana just hammer fisting Rocky on the canvas on the floor there. Drops her down and grabs her for a leg submission. Emrys, I think, will definitely be... Why I say Emrys is a dark horse in this match is that Rocky and Blueness aren't very familiar with submission holds. They're not a submission specialist like Emrys Morgana. And to keep yourself down, to get a pinfall, you have to keep him down for 3 seconds, which is, you know, not too much time, but you got to be careful, because that's 3 seconds for one of your opponents to come break that up. However, with a submission hold, it could end like that. You could get a tap out so easily. Blue noise! Kick out at 1. Like I said, broken up by Rocky at the count of 1. But if Emrys Morgana can lock in the hemlock, that could be the end for either of her opponents very quickly. Especially if she lets them work over each other. Electric chair drop. Blueness. Frankensteiner completely inverting Rocky. Blueness with that inverted, with that Frankensteiner reversing the electric chair drop. Oh my god, rotating Emerus Morgana is Rocky, and Rocky's just a complete powerhouse. We have the technical side, we have the speed side, and we have the power side all going up against each other. Rock, paper, and scissors. Rocky makes it back into the ring. Leg drop to the arm. And now Rocky's got the kendo stick. What could she be looking for? Ooh, taking down with the headlock. Headlock applied could potentially cause Emerus to tap out. Rolls through, double stomp. Emerus looking a little bit dazed on the outside. Could be an opportunity for Blueness to capitalize here, and I think they're trying to. But of course, Rocky fight out of the corner. In the corner, Canadian Destroyer maybe? Powerbomb maybe? No. Blueness fighting out of it. Clothesline. Reversal. And now, I said this, maybe Rocky getting in a submission hold. Emerus trying to break it up. Barely gets over there. And now Rocky lost and found with Blueness on the floor. Blueness kicked back up, though, making sure that doesn't last. Off the ropes, crossbody. Rocky showing them why. Showing everybody in the ring why they were a former Idol Division champion. Grabbing Emerus from the back of the head and just power fisting right in the heart. Choking Emerus now. Now Blueness is looking for another foreign object. Spinning back kick, chair shot to the head. A chair shot directly to the head. Rocky breaks it up, though, as they try to grab each other over. Emerus, ooh, lands on the chair. Not a safe landing. Knee strike. Flipping Blueness down. Power slam onto the chair. Power slam onto the chair. And now it looks like Emerus's turn. Power slam, barely missing the chair. Hurricane Rana, reversal, powerbomb. And now Rocky's got the chair in hand. Oh, straight to the back. Emerus taking her time on the outside, not wanting to get in. Well, the Dragon's got a weapon. Blueness kicks it out of their hand. And now Emerus conveniently, cowardly coming back into the ring after the chair has been knocked away from Rocky. Oh my god, Rocky in the corner with Emerus. Canadian Destroyer! Canadian Destroyer, referee's not paying attention. 1, 2 for the #1 contendership. Emerus kicks out. Blueness better get into the ring quick. Emerus is in trouble. Another kendo stick. And Rocky once again grabbing that kendo stick right out from Blueness, cracking it over their spine. Going to cover Blueness, but Emerus is back up. Breaks it. Emerus lost and found to Emerus. No, Emerus Morgana slipping through it. Sweeping the knee. Blueness sending Rocky over the ropes. Basement dropkick, flipping them onto the chair. And now Hurricane Rana to Emerus Morgana. Seeing this as an opportunity. Emerus has felt so much damage, and Blueness just steals it right from under. Rocky takes all of Rocky's work. Blueness, the #1 contender. B.A. Tycho's good little soldier continues the domination of the Idol Division, completely swiping the victory right from under their opponents. Blueness, it is going to be red versus blue on Saturday. The Coalition versus the Shogunate. Who will come out on top? on Saturday, but that is not the last match of the night, as we will still have to figure out who Zarataro has to face on Saturday. Next. Let's go, Ballooners. Ballooners, my beloved. Nobody voted for Ballooners. Nobody thought B.A. Tycho's good little soldier was going to pick up the victory on that one. Dude, Rocky almost had it too. Oh, damn, man. Ballooners literally just came in, stole all Rocky's hard work. That's so crazy. All right, let's get into the final match of the night. It is time for the main event of the evening. And we are starting off with FlairZero for this triple threat. I mean, we've seen FlairZero be dominant in singles competition. Can Flair do this in a triple threat as well? We've seen him being pretty good in tag team competition as well, I should say. But this is for all the marbles, the #1 contendership. And as we just saw in the last match, all of your hard work can be stolen right out from under you. So you gotta make sure that you have both your opponents on lockdown, and I feel like Flair could be the one to do it. FlairZero beat a bear to get to this point to solidify his position in the triple threat. And Flair's been on just like a mean streak. Flair has, we talk about, does Flair have a chip on his shoulder with Dragthulu, and we feel like at this point Flair's moved on, but once again that shadow looms over Flair. What would that do to a man's psyche if he lost to Dragthulu here, of all places? Another shot taken away from him for the Icon Division Championship. Can Flair finally do it? Can Flair climb the mountain, grab the title, and become it for the first time ever the Icon Division Champion? I bet wrong on the last match. I thought Rocky had the edge, and maybe you don't want to listen to my betting knowledge here, but I think FlairZero might have this one. But of course, someone that wears blue and is completely happy with taking the work of others and using it to his advantage, it is Merlin. Merlin put Greg away to get to this point, the friend of the bear, where Greg and the bear failed, Lunas succeeded for the coalition. Can Merlin succeed in this match to get himself another Icon Division opportunity, Icon Division Championship? Merlin was in that team with Garreth Unported, UnchainedAwesome, and DancingWithDraven, was unfortunately on the losing end in the War Games. However, he seems to show no signs of worry, as he didn't lose his opportunity for the Icon Division Championship, and we all know that that is the one thing Merlin cares about the most in MPW, the Icon Division Championship. If Merlin can do anything, that is what he wants. He will try for that. And the third and final member of this match, some of the most classic members of MPW, a former Icon Division champion, Dragthulu. 2 out of the 3 members are former Icon Division champions. Can Flair be the only one? Will Flair be the one to take out the 2 former champions, or will the 2 former champions get another shot at the title? I feel like Dragthulu has been having a little bit of a downward spiral, if for lack of better words. But maybe that's just him preparing for this moment to finally get into that championship title picture once again. Of course, Merlin was the first ever Icon Division champion. Dragthulu followed shortly behind. FlairZero is 0, exactly that, on the board for championships. For championships in the, to be fair, championships in the Icon Division. All three of these men have history together. FlairZero and Dragthulu have history of always being at each other's throats. Merlin got into Dragthulu and Bonk's business for the Icon Division Championship. All three of these men have grudges and reasons to be here and have proven that they deserve a shot at the title, but which one can actually grab the brass ring? Stalling suplex, just draining the blood, rushing the blood to Flair's head. Merlin's gonna have to make sure he's not showing off too much and focus on both of his opponents ahead of him, as everybody gets a little bit of offense in. Flair looking for 1, 2, 3 amigos from FlairZero. And Flair taking control of the ring. Flattening Merlin down. Chops Dragthulu. Powerbomb position. Sit-down powerbomb by Flair. Of course, much like the Idol Division match, this is no disqualification, but you must pin inside the ring. So keeping your opponents on the outside will, well, keeping one on the inside is a very powerful strategy. Something you want to keep in mind, trying to separate your opponents. Turn this into a one-on-one instead of a two-on-one. Drag grabbing Merlin by the beard. Sidewalk backbreaker. And FlairZero once again in complete control of the ring. Merlin reversing into a power slam. Dragthulu gets caught. And now Merlin in control, but FlairZero catching Merlin with a combo breaker, busting Merlin wide open. Dragthulu, of course, there to break it up. This is the point where Flair's got to be careful. He doesn't want to do all this damage to Merlin, do all this damage to Dragthulu, and have one of them take it. Dragthulu with the running knee strike. Merlin's taking this opportunity to relax on the outside as Dragthulu goes under the ring. FlairZero back at it with Merlin, as the Singapore cane is brought in by Dragthulu. Merlin fireman's carry. Ducks it. And a German suplex reversal by Merlin. Merlin is fighting a war on two sides here. Alabama slam. And ooh, what the hell was that? A running, twisting neck breaker by FlairZero. Devastatingly done. Clothesline or ducked out of the way, Russian leg sweep. And FlairZero looking for the cover. Dragthulu resting on the outside. A very smart chance to take. Allow your opponents to wear each other down so that you can come back in ball game. Fireman's carry for Dragthulu. Merlin. Oh my god, single-handed powerbomb. And now Merlin taking control, putting FlairZero on the ropes. Dragthulu breaking it up, inadvertently saving Flair, it looks like. Almost sent Dragthulu to see some stars, but fortunately for Dragthulu, he was spared. Dragthulu's got the kendo stick back in hand as Flair targets the fingies of Merlin. Combo breaker! This time to Dragthulu. Merlin rolls up Flair. Merlin rolls up Flair when Dragthulu's out cold. Kick out at 1. All 3 men on their feet. Seeing stars to Dragthulu. Flair's gonna break it up. You gotta watch your opponents from every angle. Over the knee. Merlin goes to the outside, kendo stick in hand. Legs a little bit too short to hit Flair there. Kendo stick to the back of the neck. Whacking it, you can hear the cracks echo through the arena. Goes for the kendo stick on Flair. Flair knocks it out. Spinning or diving neck breaker. Doesn't hit him. Drops him on the knee. Merlin grabbing drag from behind. Kip up from Flair. That spinning, diving, running neck breaker. Knee strike by Merlin. The ring is exploding. Enziguri. And a below 0 to Merlin. If Dragthulu's up. 1, 2. Ooh, Merlin barely kicks out and Flair thought he had it. Hanging Flair to dry. Off the rope. Thinks against it. Goes to cover FlairZero. Kick out at 1. Flair is the most healthy member of the roster. Or of the match right now. I wouldn't go cover him. But Flair breaks up Merlin's pin on drag. I guess you got to do what you got to do. You try to get pins any way you can. Deadlift. Power bomb. No. Merlin fights out of it. Dragthulu clotheslines Merlin over the ring. Or over the ropes. Kick to the gut. Is an opportunity for Dragthulu to get a lot of damage on Flair as Merlin bats his chest and flexes his muscles on the outside. Just taking this opportunity for a breather. Northern Lights suplex. And Merlin clotheslines Dragthulu, taking this opportunity to have Dragthulu all alone. Dragon Screw Leg Whip. This is a perfect opportunity for Merlin or Dragthulu to pick up the win as Flair's on the outside, but that moment might be lost. Seeing stars applied again. FlairZero punching Merlin and trying to steal the pinfall. I appreciate the effort. He tried to rock Merlin. Fallaway slam. You can see the exhaustion on Merlin with that slow pickup. Backstabber by Dragthulu. And now it's Flair and Dragthulu in the ring alone. Dragon suplex. Dragthulu could have the #1 contendership in his grasp. Dragon Tamer! Dragon Tamer locked in! Flair could tap right here. Dragon Tamer. Merlin coming to break it up, and he does. Saving FlairZero. Blocks it. Merlin gets behind. Blocks it again. Now Flair's fighting a war on 2 fronts. Backstabber to Flair. Big boot to Dragthulu. And now Merlin letting his cockiness get the better of him. He can't just let this chance go to waste. But he could be wasting time as FlairZero, giving FlairZero enough time to get back up. 2 count. And the men in blue take it every time. Merlin even had a little chance to gloat. Once again, FlairZero snuffed. Merlin GTB is your #1 contender for the Icon Division Championship. Merlin wants another title reign. My God. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we will see you guys on Saturday. Damn, the Blues take it. The boys in blue. No, the people who nobody voted for take the wins, man. People just dumping points into the ether. I'm the hybrid. Hey, Jake, put the bottom, put the bottom. He's standing and always been defiant. Up against the beast, man. I'm up against the giant. And I'm coming for your head. And I will die with no regrets. You know what they should do on Twitch, other than just let me be able to choose how much points people get for betting, is they should do it where if nobody picks the bet, it goes into a pot for the next bet. You know what I mean? So like all those points go into a pot, and the winners of the next bet get that one. I feel like that could be really cool, but they're not going to do it because that's cool. FlairZero getting snuffed again. It goes back to those who voted if no one wins. Is that true? I thought you guys lost it. I always thought you guys lost it. Fair enough. We gotta raid Tyranno. We're gonna raid Tyranno maximum. Tyranno wasn't in a match today because they were streaming. Or raid Tyranno maximum. Thank you guys so much for watching MPW with me tonight. Tomorrow, if I do stream, which I'm gonna try to stream, but tomorrow is gonna be some more Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. We're gonna go fight Matador again. We're gonna beat him this time. I think I can beat him. I was doing some test fights with him, just testing out certain things, and I grinded 2 levels since the last stream, and fused another demon. I think 2 levels. And fused another demon, a new demon with Force Null. So I think we're gonna have it, but I tested him out the other night because I was just like, I just need to like see like different moves and stuff, try to just like have a strategy. And I accidentally brought in my grinding team, so I had like Inugami who was weak to force and stuff like that on my team. So I was like, oh well, let me just auto battle and I'll do whatever and I'll just die and then reset the game. And I auto battled and I got to his second stage just through auto battling, which is just doing the punching, because we hit like every single attack, like every turn. So it was really funny because I was like, maybe Matador's not that hard. Like I almost beat him with just auto battles. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Motane, motane, bye bye. I'm the hybrid. Hey, change, find a bite it. Hey, Jenny, always been defiant.